Hi everyone, Jarrell here. I'm the developer of the Silver Falls games. Welcome to Sungrand. This is just a quick update to share a moment with you. I've just minutes ago finished submitting White Inside Its Umbra to Nintendo. So what that means is the game is in. It's submitted. So now the game is definitely coming to Wii U. It may take a while to get through the approval process. I may have to revise some things, but I've submitted it before the deadline, which means that the game has made it in, and it will be launching on the Wii U. And this has been an absolute. I might lose my cool professional uh, sense of calm and professionalism here for a moment. I've been working such brutal hours. I've been getting such little sleep, and so many things have been breaking left and right. I had four controllers, and then something wasn't working when I was testing. One of the players couldn't reload, and it turns out it was one of the buttons on the controller wasn't working. And then luckily, I didn't have a spare, but luckily I thought I didn't have a spare, but luckily I had my limited edition um, Skyward Sword Wiimote, which I had on display, so I was able to take that off display and use that for testing. I've had 3DS, my test development 3DS unit, the SD card stopped holding the SD card. The spring won't hold the SD card in the console anymore. My touch screen on my Wii U development gamepad, the touchscreen stopped working, and it's just been one thing after another. It's been so difficult getting this game just developed and made. Uh, there's been so many insane software issues. Maybe we'll all sit down together one day by a campfire and we'll talk about it and have a laugh. It's been so difficult. There's just been crazy quirks with getting Unity to actually work properly with the Wii U. Um, and it's in. It's in. I've submitted the game. I've had to cut so many corners because my time was getting eaten up with creating workarounds to make Unity to trick it into working. So I had to cut a lot of content. I had to cut so many corners, but I did organize with Nintendo. I'm submitting all the games now, and then I will be sending in updates, which will finish the game and improve them and add in the content that I had to cut. And it's just at times it felt so impossible, but I've been getting cheered on by people at Nintendo who have been so positive, and I can tell they really want me to get these games in because they've been so supportive. They've really been so helpful. And then all of you out there, everyone that's telling me that they're looking forward to the games, they want to put the funds in their accounts so they could make sure they have the funds for when the games are ready to launch. And then for everyone that's telling other people about the games, thank you so much. Um, I'm beyond exhausted. Uh, I'm not getting enough sleep, and there's still so much work I have to do. I'm stumbling over my words now because it's been an absolute slog. You know, if you've ever got to the final boss of a game and then you beat him and you think, oh, this is pretty easy, and then the second form comes out, you use up all your items and your resources, and then you barely beat the boss's second form and you think, oh, that was close, and then a third form pops out and you've got nothing left. That's what this feels like right now. Is this feels like a boss's third form, uh, and I'm so exhausted, but I've got to keep going. I can't give up. I mean, the thumbnail is a bit of a joke, but if I almost literally have 5 minutes to get the rest of these six titles submitted. It was such a challenge because this is my first Wii U submission. I wasn't familiar with the submission process, all the tools, the mastering process, totally foreign to me, and it was very difficult to track down the details to get all that stuff worked out. So it's in. At the very least now, White Inside Its Umbra is definitely going to launch on the Wii U. Uh, Tomorrow, I need to get some rest, but tomorrow I will be putting up a checklist and I'll show you which games have been and which games have not been submitted because we're down to the wire now. And I'm so exhausted at this point. There is a real risk of me not being able to get all of these six games submitted on time because I've never pushed myself this hard for so long before, but this is an absolute deadline. If these games are not in before the deadline, we're not going to have them. And I did promise these games to everyone. And I'm only making these games, and I'm only pushing so hard because people asked. A lot of people asked for these games. You know, ever since I launched Three Down Stars, people have been messaging and saying, "Oh, come on, the Wii U game, please. Oh, do another 3DS game." And I was just remembering what an absolute nightmare it is. The process of all the paperwork, and then I have to create the e-manuals for the game. It's an absolute nightmare, but it's so worth it because all of you have been so awesome and supportive. And I'm very sorry for not responding. I feel terrible for not responding to the comments, but I'm really struggling right now. When I'm at my best, I'm able to develop multiple games at a time. I can perform multiple tasks, and then I usually do my social media at the end of the night. I can't multitask right now. I don't have the energy for that. Um, so I just wanted to update you. Thank you all so much. I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you. Um, Hang in there. I'll update you with what happens with the rest of the titles. Hang in there. Come on. We can do it. We can believe in ourselves. All right. Gambarimasu. Do your best, everyone. We'll see you.